Hello gamers of the world, this is Adventure Rules, and welcome back to my journey to play every game on the NES. Today, we're playing Yi Kung Fu, known as one of the progenitors of the traditional fighting game. Before Street Fighter, before Mortal Kombat, before any of that, there was Yi Kung Fu. This is like one of the first fighting games. I'm a big fan of the fighting game genre, so without further ado, let's get started. Oh, it has the freaking, your Oriental riff. I think the main character of this game is called Oolong. I don't know much about him because this was an old game. Doesn't really have much in the way of plot. Fight against Wang. Lee and Wang. The character's name is Lee, and I'm going against Wang. Oh boy. Do 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 do. The good old Oriental riff. Oh, yo, but come on. Oh, this green guy with the stick. The freaking first opponent beat me. Let's try this again. Oh boy. Huh? This game is very primitive, being it's one of the first of its kind, but still. I mean, you gotta crawl before I can walk, you know? Don't know what else to really say here. Just gotta... I love myself a traditional fighting game, and this is one of the OGs. There we go, beat him! Yeah, baby! Although some would say Street Fighter 2 is one of the first ones that truly define what a traditional fighting game is. I'm not fighting a guy that shoots fireballs. Tao. This guy actually seems easier than the previous guy. This guy actually seems easier than the previous guy, oddly enough. Oh boy, he's zipping around. He's moving. He's schmoving. Oh, come on. Kick him. Ah, it sucked. Come on. Yeah! Sweet. Funny that one of the first traditional fighting games about Konami, a company that's not exactly known for that genre. If it was Capcom, that would make sense, because Capcom is a company that's known for traditional fighting games. Konami is not. Heck, I can't even think of any other fighting games they made besides this. I mean, I guess there's Castlevania Judgment. But that's the only one I can really think of. It's like a 3D fighting game, that technically counts. I can't think of any other fighting games made by Konami. Like, they're not a company that's particularly known for that genre. Oh, wait, this is going to be a wall for me, isn't it? Chen. This guy with the freaking chain. Ah, frick. Frick. Huh? Oh boy. Huh. Oh boy. Gotta play defensively and offensively. This game is actually actually more fun than I was expecting it to be. Considering it's vintage. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's almost dead. We're both almost dead. Oh, darn it. So close. Oh well. Try it again. Try level 1 again. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Am I gonna get my ass kicked by the first guy again? This first guy is actually not the easiest opponent in the game, oddly enough. God. You can't just go right into his face and start attacking. You expect the first guy and the first opponent you fight would be a rather easy opponent, but he's not really. Place your kicks right. That sound effect for like pa-doo, reminds me of something, but I don't know what. I think Lau might actually be Tao, or whatever his name is, might actually be the easiest opponent in this game that I've fought, at least. I believe there are 5 opponents, I think? There we go. Come on. Aw, balls. Aw, darn it. Lost again. Doodle-doodle-doo-doo-doo. Maybe I should have a save state. You know, so I don't have to start over every time I lose too many lives. I want to see this whole game after all. Because I think there's 5 opponents, and I want to see all 5 of them. That's not good. Can't you just get right up in your opponent's grill? You have to play offensively and defensively. There we go. Alright. Now gets Chen. Wait. Isn't there a character from King of Fighters that's named, well, his name not Chen, it's Chang, but there's a character from King of Fighters that also has a similar name. His name is Chang, and he also wields a giant freaking chain on a freaking chain as a weapon. Very similar to this guy. Could he be inspired by him? I don't know. Come on. Kick his ass. That was stupid. You can't just keep... Button mashing is not going to give you any favors in this game, it seems. Let's try that again. Do-do-do, Hitting this guy is actually probably the hardest part of this fight. For some reason, he has such a wonky hitbox. Some of my attacks that should hit, they clearly hit, but they don't seem to hit. They clearly hit, but they don't seem to do any damage. This guy has a really wonky hitbox, and he's the first opponent. The other opponents seem to be easier to hit than this guy. Look, my attacks are very clearly hitting him. My attacks are very clearly hitting him, but they're not registering for some strange reason. That's kind of stupid. I have to say, I'd actually rather play this game than play the original Street Fighter, to be bluntly honest. This came out after this. Darn it. It's weird how the first opponent is not actually the easiest. I guess Punch-Out! Maybe expect all first opponents in this kind of game to be like a Glass Joe type. Alright. Come on. Hey, going up in your opponent's face and just mashing the attack button is not going to work in this game. I've already realized that at this point. You gotta attack, back off, attack, back off. That's the best way to win in this game, it seems. You can't mash the attack button in the opponent's face, or else you're gonna get your ass kicked. You're gonna get whooped. And as I said that, I already started doing that. Because my attack, for some reason, like, this guy seems to have a really wonky hitbox. Whatever. That wasn't good. So this guy actually seems to be the easiest opponent in the game, in my opinion. Like, I've heard some people say that Von Kaiser is actually easier than Flash Joe. Which, like, man, they're both really easy, but... Kick Tao. Kick Tao's ass. Huh. Let's see if I can beat Chen this time. Of life to spare? Let's go. Let's see if I can beat Chen this time. Do 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 do. Oh god. Half the times it seems like my kicks just go right freaking through them. Come on, he's almost dead. Almost dead to the world. And my attacks are just going right through him. Oh, God. There we go, beat him. Let's see what the fourth opponent is. Bonus stage. Welcome to bonus stage. Well, that sucked. That sucked! Wow, that was a fail. Hey, a woman! Huh, so they call Chun-Li the first lady of fighting games. I mean, she was the first female playable character in a fighting game, but she wasn't the first playable female character in a fighting game, period. That would be, I think that would be this character, Lang. Who's kicking my ass? My attacks are going right freaking through her! Oy, boy! I'd still rather play this than the original Street Fighter, to be bluntly honest. That game is just bad. I'd rather play just about any fighting game over the original Street Fighter. Because maybe like Shaq Fu. Although I've heard there are people to defend it. And I played the sequel, and the sequel is... Honestly, the gameplay isn't very good, but the writing is amazing. The gameplay isn't very good, but the writing in that game is amazing. At the same, like that game, the sequel to Shaq Fu at the same time shows a lot of self-awareness and a complete lack of self-awareness at the exact same time. Yeah, baby. Stage 5. Moo. Who's Moo? Whoa. Belly flop. That's supposed to be the imitation of Raiden's yell from Mortal Kombat. whatever nonsense he shouts. He has like freaking Raiden's torpedo. Raiden. I keep calling him Raiden, but it's actually pronounced Raiden. I keep calling him Raiden because I'm Metal Gear Solid. But it's actually pronounced Raiden in Mortal Kombat. For being the 5th opponent, this guy doesn't seem that hard. And I thought there were 5 opponents in this game, so this guy the final boss? Can't be. There has to be someone after him, right? I believe I heard someone there were 5 opponents in this game. I guess maybe not. That can't be the final boss, can he? Huh? What's that? Come on. Stage 6. Huh, he is! Alright then. I guess I'm on a second loop now. Fighting Wang again. Oh, come on, my attacks are gonna go right freaking through him. Wang is so freaking hard to hit for some reason. And all these are such stereotypical, like, Chinese names. Wang, Li, Chen. It's clear this. I mean, this game was made. Well, this game was actually made by a Japanese company, not a Chinese company, but still. Chinese video games, as far as I'm aware, are usually bootlegs. Maybe a couple of exceptions here and there. I don't know. Chinese video games, as far as I'm aware, are usually bootlegs, but maybe a few exceptions here and there. I mean, they do play video games in China, but I don't know of a whole lot of famous video games that are made by a Chinese company. Anyways, yeah, baby. Stage 7. Do 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 do. There's Tao again. Come on, hit him. Hit him. Hit the fat, fire-breathing guy. You're kind of feeling of it. The fact that he's rather big reminds me of, and breathes fire, kind of reminds me of Karnov. Huh, you can punch the fireballs. The hitboxes in this game are kind of wonky. Other than that, it's not that bad for the vintage. I give this game a solid C or maybe a B. I give this game a B, actually. That'd be nice. I give it a B. It's not that bad. It's actually pretty good for a game of its vintage. It's actually fun and enjoyable, unlike the original Street Fighter. Like, for one thing, you don't get killed in like 3 hits, in the original Street Fighter. Boob. I'm gonna see what game B is, or whatever they call it, after I lose here. Or not really here, or wherever I lose. That sucked. Oh. Oh god. Oh, that sucked. Diddle-diddle-doo-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh gosh. Do. Let's see what level 2 is like. Do. Oh yeah, he's a lot more aggressive. I've already realized that. Come on. That sucked. Ugh, the hitbox is getting friggin' wonky as hell. There we go. Come on. Ah. Yo, kicked me. Yeah, your enemy has really high priority in their attacks. If they attack at the same, if you both attack at the same time, the enemy's attack is the one that's going to hit. It's kind of typical of games at the time. Heck, in the original Street Fighter, getting a timeout would actually result. Actually, no. Getting a timeout of a tie would actually result in the enemy winning. Oh, darn it. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, good lord, he kicked my ass again. This is what I call him the easiest opponent in the game. Just gotta stop being so aggressive. Start playing more defensively. That's how I get ahead in this game. Ah. Yeah, like this big, the guy being big and having a fire breathing attack kind of reminds me of Karnov. In case you don't know, Karnov is a rather obscure video game character who had his own game and then appeared in like a couple of games like Bad Dudes as like a boss. He's a rather big Russian guy who can breathe fire. And I'm gonna get to his game eventually on this because, well, it is a game on the NES. So I am going to get to it eventually. Come on. Come on. Come on. Kick in the face. Oh, that was sucky. Wait, defensively? B, defensive. B-E, defensive. There we go. He's down. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It's definitely harder than like level 1 difficulty is. Oh boy. Oh, come on, he kicked me in the face. Hit him. Oh boy. Hi. Alright. With that, I'll end this off here. I'll give this game a B. It's alright for a game of its vintage, and for being one of the first traditional fighting games. And with that, this is Dimension Rules saying, ciao.